Hello, everybody. This is a little piece on interviewing um, and my thoughts. And these are completely my thoughts and my beliefs around interview processes and when and why and how. So, typically in our board here in Ontario, we have interviews with all parents after the initial progress reports go out in November. Um, I think that's my guess is that the reason we do that is because that's the way we've always done that. And I'm pushing back on that a wee little bit because I kind of believe, and especially in the early primary years, that we need to make contact with parents well beyond that in a little bit more of a formal, structured way. So I meet with all of my parents starting the beginning of October. Once I've had the month of September to get to know my kids, I've done some initial assessments in some reading and some writing and math. So I have an idea of the children's strengths and needs, and I have some strategies in my mind about how we're going to move forward and help each individual child progress. I also have an idea about how they're adapting to the program and in terms of their independence, in terms of routines, in terms of, if we're teaching virtually or in classroom, in terms of relationships with people. And I find it also gives a chance for the parents to voice their concerns or ask questions that they might not be able to ask, via email or however it might happen to be. So I do my interviews the beginning of October just because of that. A couple of other reasons too is it helps to develop that parental relationship a little bit earlier on. I find, especially in the early grades, parents who are new to a grade one program, for example, coming from a kindergarten program, which has some different pedagogy, um, that I think the parents want to know how their kids are adjusting a little bit and maybe what the program looks like and feels like. The other thing that I find it does is it pushes me to get my assessments done um, early and quickly and making sure that I know my kids really well. And the last thing is after I've done all of that, after I've done all the pre-work to be getting ready for those interviews and having those conversations with parents, boy, does that ever help me write my progress reports when it comes like another month down the road and I'm starting to write, because I've had those conversations with parents already. The information is not going to be a surprise to them because we've already had those discussions. And I just have so much more information to write about now that we've had that talk about those strategies and the strengths and the needs. So there you go. That's my pitch for moving interviews with parents back a couple of months, back to the beginning of October, where I think it meets a better purpose. All right. Not sure what you think about it, but hey, leave a message and let me know what you're thinking.